Good day. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Minecraft Play. Con! I am going to play Skyblock, which is the only the only world I've been playing at all lately. I've had my frustrations. Oh gosh, I can't even remember when I last recorded a video on this world. I haven't really done anything of significance, which is why I haven't really been recording. I've basically just been trying to build up some resources in order to perhaps progress further in the game, and also I've been dying a lot. I've been dropping myself out of the world or being dropped out of the world by monsters, mostly in the Nether. Although I dropped myself out of the world twice harvesting cobble, like a moron. Yeah, don't ask. I don't know what the hell I was doing. Being an idiot. That was very frustrating, actually, because then you lose all your tools, and as well as the cobblestone harvest, as it were. I've been harvesting this column, which I can't even remember if I showed that off or not. So I guess I might as well recap that. I've probably changed the setup of it a little bit anyway. Basically, I've got this two bucket, two channel system over here, and I have to get the order right. I've dropped myself into the lava a couple of times like an idiot as well. So basically, when it has not yet been turned into a column, I take this lava here, plop it into here, and then I wait for a while. I don't stand here, but I let time pass doing other things. And eventually it reaches the bottom of the world, and when it does, I pull out this water, plop it into here. It runs down and turns all of the flowing lava into cobble, magically creating stone where there was nothing before. Got my bucket. I've managed not to lose my bucket yet, thankfully. And then the water actually traverses that column quite quickly. So you just pull it out as after you've dropped a little bit in there, and it'll run down the column and turn it to stone. And then you plop down and or I do anyway. I dig down to the bottom of the world, and I get basically 102 two full stacks plus 3 or 4, depending on whether the drop of the last stone at the bottom happens to drop in the right direction. Here's my monster harvesting setup. I have been trying to capture, capture, I guess is the right word, a villager. So far I haven't found one that will persist, meaning will pick things up. And it's hard to get them out of here, to be honest. I've got this little structure set up. I've got this little structure here set up to do that, but they're reluctant to walk in here, those stupid villagers. The idea being, oh, you know what? I shouldn't have this as a door. I should have this as a gate. I wonder if maybe that's part of my problem. This middle one should be a gate for sure. Maybe all of them. Arguably, all of them should be gates. Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, they all should be gates so that I can try and, if I can get it, obviously, okay, sorry, let me back up. So if I get a villager in, say, one of these two chambers, then the next step would be, and, chamber defined as this little space divided by doors. I need to change those, I think, to fence gates. Anyway, I did get one in there one time. No, did I? No, the bugger wouldn't go in. I tried one time. Eventually I got fed up and just murdered them. Drop some armor. No. There's very few drops in this game of armor. It's or iron or whatever. I mean, zombies drop iron very seldom, but I have not had an iron ingot drop in ages. Super annoying. It's time for me to empty out my stash of excess zombie flesh and such, I should also turn this into bone. At some point I'll be able to build something out of bone. Actually, I've got a fair number of blocks there now, so I could probably do that now. Basically, I just take the excess. Oh, I guess I should really do something with this. Got a lot now. Anywho, the idea, or what I've been doing, is just turning that all into bone blocks. And so I'm going to have a lot here now. And that is the most compact way to store. If you want to store bone and such. So I guess now's the time to clean this crap out. I don't think I really have a use for rotting zombie flesh in this game, so I'm not sure why I'm bothering. I can conceive of a use for gunpowder, but basically it's fireworks at this point. Oops, what am I doing? Backwards. Stash that redstone dust. Got my first redstone block. That was exciting. Oh, and here you can see, so I don't think the 4 iron ingots is a surprise. If you're following this series, I think that's what I had before. I've managed to find or harvest from zombies or skeletons. I think it came from chainmail. Somebody might have dropped an axe or something. But anyway, melted down some tools and armor to get these nuggets, which is a very slow way to get iron. In the Nether, it's fairly straightforward to get gold. Gold nuggets mostly, but even gold ingots will drop occasionally from the zombie piglins. My issues in the Nether is that getting I don't know why, I just really struggled to get a proper kill zone set up that wouldn't also have me getting killed regularly. And I'll explain that when I go to the Nether, which probably I will do shortly. I'm just going to toss these things out into the void before I carry on. Maintenance. And I'm going to lose some of these really worn out bows. That's a good one. I'll save that for later, maybe late game. Okay, I guess I'll hang on to those ones. The swords, I have discovered, are best suited to the sweeping attack, where you get a bunch of monsters at once. So for quite a while I wasn't even carrying a sword around, because in this variant of the game the axes are more powerful in terms of weapons, but the swords are great for the sweeping thing, and that works well on the zombie piglins too. Also zombie piglins. So I guess there's no reason for me to return with. Oh, see, that's the problem with doing this by a fence, is that you don't always clear the fence. Let's try that again. Nope, not even close. Well, that's dumb. Oh, good. The flesh went over. There we go. I guess you have to just toss it up high. And I have been saving the bones. Bones and bone meal are useful, of course, for getting food, although I've got lots now. I'm not normally even harvesting food. So I think that is probably time to... Have I built anything else up here? No, I don't think I have. Oh, actually I did. Not that this is that exciting. I improved or added to this. That's a shade, basically, so that if I do get a villager out in the daytime, down there he doesn't a zombie villager, they don't light themselves on fire. I built this little Enderman killing blind, where you can go stand here. They can't hit you, but you can hit them. They do pop up in the night once in a while on this platform over here, which I should probably enlarge if I want Enderman to show up more. When I was messing around trying to get a villager captured, I set this up. Arguably, the door should actually be further down. Actually, maybe I should do that. Let me think about that for a sec. I did it in a hurry because I was being chased by a villager. So, yeah, let's move that door over. Oh, maybe I should put those gates in on the other one. The windows just to see what's happening, basically. I was trying to get the zombie. I was tossing things in the window space, trying to get the one zombie villager that I've gotten in here. Trying to get them to pick something up so that they would persist, but they wouldn't, and then eventually the zombie despawned. So, murder a few more entities here. Ooh, another bow. Better bow. That's good. And, oh, I should put that bow away before I go to the Nether. I have a really bad habit of dying when I go to the Nether. I shouldn't be using my sword just to kill single things. Just punch them. Hit them with a bone. Killing bones with bones. Killing. Can you kill a skeleton? Does that even make sense? Can you kill anything that's undead? Not really. I think you can just render them unable to function. Pick up their constituent parts. Alright, tossing stuff into the void is kind of a pain in the ass, so I'm not going to do it just now. Got some more bows and some more ammo there. So I've probably got enough ammo now. Almost for sure. Let's see here. Armor, leather pants. Oh, good. Not that leather's super protective. I think I'll just toss that one. Am I tossing anything into the void right now? Not really. I've yet to get a leather chest plate, or whatever it's called when it's leather. Probably still called a chest plate. I had burned through a bunch of golden armor until I realized that, weirdly, in the Nether, the zombies mostly don't attack you, unless you trigger them, of course. So I'm gradually building up my delightfully large bow collection. I've been actually now finally turfing the weaker ones, which arguably I could get rid of this whole row, or even both of these rows, and these magical ones, unless I have a way to combine them, which isn't going to happen anytime soon. You know, there's some kind of useless ones here. That's even with unbreaking, it's got maybe 2 or 3 shots in it, remaining in it capacity. I'm gonna hang on to those things just for now. Okay, if I'm gonna go into the Nether, which I am, got more than enough tools to lose when I die. This seems to happen a really big chunk of the time. Oh, I was gonna make a. I'll do it later. I was going to make a whatchamadoing, an apple. God, what do you call those things? Just a golden apple, I guess. Super expensive now in gold terms. Oh, here's an interesting thing. I was before I built up these walls a little more extensively than they are now. I had a ghast, which I can actually hear one out there right now. I've also sealed off these bridges because they became the bane of my existence. I should probably separate them physically by breaking the floor. But anyway, so the ghast fireball, or whatever they're called, exploded in range of the portal and extinguished it, which I thought was... Oh, it also killed me at the same time. I hadn't realized that it was extinguished, although I was wondering when I died if it... Because I saw... It seemed like visually like it had... Like the portal field had disappeared, the purple. It's quite distinctive. So anyway, I more or less immediately returned, and what happened is instead of relighting this portal, the game spawned a whole new portal. Thankfully not on top of my chest or anything, but anyway, so that was interesting. I've also sort of sealed off this platform here because reasons. Because what would happen was every time I... are you still mad at me, bro? No. Okay. Every time I started... Oh, don't go in there. Every time I started fighting piglins, and I didn't realize it at first, any that spawned on these bridges and were within range of the piglin rage zone would then drop off those bridges, fall down onto one of these platforms, and then come and kill me from behind, even though I had built a sort of a kill box. I don't really like the fact that you're there. I wonder if I can kill you without dying myself. Let's try it. Nope. See what I'm talking about? Every frickin' time I go into the Nether, I manage to kill myself. That one was a bit dumb. I shouldn't have let that piglin in. I should have killed him first. I just didn't want to trigger all the piglin rage. Zombie piglin and piglin rage. God. I am not the smartest player, I'll tell you what. Okay, Mr. Piglin, where are you? Hopefully you're just about dead now. Oh, there you are. There you go. Well, the other thing about having this area sealed off is that if I do die, at least all my loot is... I need to fill in that hole in the floor. At least all my stuff remains. Let's see here. I'll put... I maybe won't. I was going to say I won't reorganize it completely, but I just changed my mind. I'm going to reorganize it completely. I'm a little OCD that way for sure. I get these partially worn tools from exactly what you witnessed there. I grab a new one to come into the Nether and try and salvage my stuff, and then it gets damaged in the process. Oh, I need to fill back those ladders too. Ghasts have a nasty habit of blowing these ladders away and lighting fires, so some of my stuff got burned. Anyway, so I kind of sealed this off so that even if piglins do drop down, they can't get in anymore. You know, they can be standing around on the roof here, but that doesn't matter. So I'm pretty sure I've got it sealed off now such that they can no longer get in. Somehow they were getting... Well, maybe they weren't falling from there. Maybe that wasn't a thing. Maybe it was just up here. Yeah, that's probably what it was. It was only happening from up here. Although I'm not sure how they were getting past that barrier in the first place. That's weird. Doesn't feel like they should have been. And yet piglins were... Oh, maybe they were just spawning up here. That's a thought. Anyway, I should light this up. Yeah, you know what? That's a loophole probably. If they spawn up here, they can still get in. Okay, I'll have to... I need to spend more time thinking and less time just playing. Is that an ender being? I wish to get enough ender pearls, but I guess I'm in no hurry. So what I do, I built this this kill box here, which it's tough to see, but basically I should actually seal off those openings so that anything that drops from the piglins can't fall through. So what I do is I start a piglin rage, like so, and then they all come. I'll wait a moment or two till there's enough of them there for me to start getting the sweeping damage going. And then I just sit here and hack away at them, like so. Slow tempo because I'm waiting for the sword to regenerate, and I'm also waiting for the piglins to... Oh, here comes the Enderman. I can't get the Enderman from this distance, unfortunately. Oh, where's the rest of the piglins? That wasn't much of a rage. Maybe I can get the Enderman. If I can stand right here, obviously I can get at the Enderman. Drop a pearl, bro. Come on, bro. Oh, I'm sitting like this, aren't I? Apologies. No pearl? No pearl. Okay, piglins, you should have a hate on for me. No? Oh, why don't you have a hate on for me? Okay, well, I'll cause one. Run! And that's how you get gold, basically, as well as they'll drop weapons, and mostly weapons. Very occasionally, and I don't think from the zombie pigmen. Oh, the only place that, well, I guess they could technically see me from one of these holes here, but a fireball won't get through, I don't think. Ghasts will sometimes be able to see through this area here, and they'll actually, what they end up doing is blasting the piglins with their fireballs. If I have a piglin rage going on. Sometimes these go on for a long time as more piglins spawn. I might get quite a few piglins deciding that they need to kill me. And failing because they don't know how to open gates. Well, there's a fair number this time. There is rage amongst the pigs. Zombie and otherwise. Not pigs. Piglins. Man-like pigs. Human-like pigs. Sort of. Pig men. Pig humans. Pig mans? Oh, here comes more. And then there's the little junior non-zombie one. Those guys are annoying, but they don't really do anything to you. They don't even attack you, really. Oh, look. Oh, you're holding an ingot. Well, give it over, buddy. Did he drop it? Did that get transferred to me somehow? That's weird. Oh, there we go. Oh, he picked up a bunch of stuff. You little bugger. I didn't realize I could do that. Okay. Well, I don't want to go any further with the whole piglin rage. That demonstrates the whole concept. And as you can see, now that I've got it properly set up such that they're not going to be able to murder me every 3 seconds, it's not that hard to collect gold in the Nether. So that's handy. In fact, it's just occurred to me I could build myself a suit of golden armor. Golden armor is kind of shitty. And it wears out fast, but it would be better than no armor. So I'm glad I thought of it just now. See how good I am at thinking? Just so good at it. So very good at thinking. He said sarcastically. How many? Actually, I probably have enough gold to make a suit of armor. Now, that's maybe not my top priority, although maybe it should be. Except that I die all the damn time, so I'll save any armor making for the when I'm planning to go face off against the dragon. I'm going to make myself a golden apple. There we go. See? 8 gold ingots. What a rip. Do I get an achievement for that? I don't even get an achievement for that. I feel like I should get an achievement for that. Alright, so there we have one precious golden apple. We have a bunch of zombie flesh. Oh, I didn't put my golden nugs away. I can make 4 more, no, 3 more golden ingots at this point with that many nuggets. And what I do, I can't make a hopper, unfortunately. Actually, I probably could. What's the recipe for a hopper? Oh no, 5. I don't know if I want to spend that much iron, and I don't. A, I don't have that much iron, but B, if I did, do I want to spend it on a hopper? So what I do basically is I take these things. I'm not going to do it right now. I sort of manually feed them into the furnace so that I'm not wasting enormous amounts of fuel to melt down things. And you get 1 golden nugget per tool or armor that you melt, and 9 nuggets to make an ingot, and that's as exciting as that gets. Oh, hey, oh, look at those. That's a solid set of boots. Normally they're worn out. There's a 2 shitty bows. No, there might be enough for me to... I could have swiped them with my sword. Anyway, no regrets. Nobody's there. I thought I heard. So the monster generator spawner thing actually works quite well, especially given that they have to wander aside. They have to wander around inside this structure and then fall into my series of water-filled trenches, or trenches, I guess is the way to think of it. Water-filled trenches to make it down to the murder point there. And when I do this, which I'm about to do, assuming I have enough pickaxe, yes I do, it takes just a little more than 1 pickaxe to... I just had a flash of something that I've done more than once, forgetting to take the lava out before I start digging the column. And then, of course, you die more or less immediately and lose all your stuff. I just had a flash of, oh God, did I take the lava out just as I started digging? That would be classic. Then it would be caught on camera instead of just me telling you that I've done it several times. Basically, I have to think before I act, especially at this... Well, this is not early game anymore in terms of Skyblock, so... It is still my first go at Skyblock, I have to say. And probably this will be my only Skyblock world. I can't really imagine starting over again. The only reason to do that would be if you need sand for some reason. Without realizing the consequence of my actions, one of my earlier videos, I accidentally, using water, had all of the sand fall into the void. I triggered it to fall, which wasn't great, and lost sand, and also therefore my ability to grow cactuses. I'm actually just going to pause the game here for a second to respond to a message. One moment, please. Isn't this is good filmmaking right here? Okay. Anyway, yeah. So, I lost my recording window. There we go. Right. Chagrin and shame at burning myself up in lava for no reason. I think I've said enough about that. So once you dig 2 full stacks of blocks and maybe 1 or 2 extra, can't remember now, which you will see momentarily since I'm just getting close to the bottom. This is how I get cobble now, which actually is, well, it has its drawbacks, and I'm not actually convinced it's any more efficient than just standing over a 2 full stacks plus Oh, I was carrying a bunch. Okay, what? Also my pickaxe was slightly used. So whatever, it doesn't matter. 2 stacks plus a little bit. Okay, that cobble jumped. What I've done a couple of times now is dug out this block while I'm still standing on it, and then you fall into the void along with the whole stack of cobble that 2 stacks of cobble that you harvested, and all your tools and everything, and then blah blah blah. It's not that hard to get going with the tools and such, but it's frustrating when it's just basically pure stupidity. So anyway, and then the long climb back from the bottom of the world to the middle of the world. Arguably, I should have elevated myself a bunch of blocks before setting up the lava column thing. But then I'd have to climb up every time, so it's maybe better to just have it at my base level. You get 2 full stacks, which isn't too bad for, I guess, what amounts to a few minutes of time investment, as long as you don't burn yourself to death or fall into the void because you're an idiot. And that, my friends, is a tour of where I am at. My thinking now is that if I can get some... Well, there's 2 things I'm trying to do, I guess. One is get a villager. Also going to the bottom of the world, by the way. Seems to despawn all of the monsters that have been generated for some reason. I guess I'm not quite sure why, to be blunt. I don't know the reason for that. Too far away, I guess, or too far down, too much of a vertical separation. So if I go down here, for example, I would have expected, since I was in the neighborhood, at least vertically speaking. It's funny to have even one there when I come back. Anyway, oh, you can see here. Let me show you the lava column. It moves quite slowly. So I don't normally sit and watch it or anything, but eventually it gets down way down there, and then you can turn it into cobblestone and pull the lava. Don't forget to pull the lava out. See, there's nobody come. So now the monsters are all, whatever monsters are spawning in my beautiful monster spawner, which has sort of 2 spawning chambers, and I'm sure I showed that on video. I deepened the spawning platforms. There's my access door now that I built, and that actually works very well. These parts here are filled with flowing water, which takes them to a central channel, which is now has trapdoors. They're lined with trapdoors, which I had heard of, but I thought for some reason that the game had been changed such that that no longer worked. As you can see, I've actually got lots of cobblestone now. Now, I would have had probably, I don't know how many more stacks, had I not gotten myself murdered a couple of times, or many times, or just fallen into the void. That's a good set of boots, man. Is it better than that one? Projectile protection, arguably better. Maybe I don't need to make myself a full set of armor, other than the fact that that chest plate is kind of shit. The helmet and the boots aren't bad. I guess I could take a chainmail chest plate. Actually, chainmail armor I'll have to check. It might be better than gold armor. It probably is. You can't make chainmail in the game, but you can get it from monsters. Can I manage to throw anything into the void here? Let's find out. Yeah, cool. All right, talent. That's talent right there. That is what you call talent. I normally save string, although I don't really have any big reason to keep saving it anymore. I'm fresh out of fishing rod. I'm trying to catch armor and stuff, and it just isn't happening. I'm pretty sure my fishing setup is good. Maybe I'll just run up there as the last thing before ending this episode. I had a viewer point out that according to the wiki, which I never even occurred to me it would be a problem, this pool that I've made, this fishing pool, should be big enough to oh, we got a piglin come from the nether. Well, I guess I'll just maybe wait for him to despawn, or maybe he's just gone back through the portal actually. Anyway, so my point being that this pool I think is large enough. I think I haven't gone and looked myself. The reported, oh, see, that's a nice view. And I think the lava's just either just reached or has reached. Yeah, I think it has reached the bottom. So it doesn't take that long. So that's quite an interesting little view, isn't it? Maybe I'll take that as my, ooh, there we go, a little bit of everything. Maybe I'll take that as my thumbnail. All right, so I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thanks so much for watching. I was going to talk about my future goals. Basically, blaze rods is the thing. If I can get blaze rods, then I need enough ender pearls in order to locate myself a stronghold in the overworld here, which I think is just going to be hanging out in midair somewhere. I should be able to see it. That's the nice thing, I suppose. You don't have to dig for it, but I should be able to see the stronghold. Oh, that's an interesting thought. Will the stronghold generate? I doubt it. The portal probably will generate, so it'll probably just be a portal hanging there in midair. I assume, because I understand it's possible to finish the game, or, get to the end and then fight the dragon, whatever that means in a world of Sky. Probably lots of building of platforms before you even tackle the dragon. I'll have to think about that a little bit too. Anyway, that's the idea. And then if I think of interesting projects to do here in Skyblock, then I will perhaps undertake them. But for now, I thank you again for watching. I hope you're able to take good care of yourselves and those that you love. And I'll see you next time. Bye for now.